Hey kids, how you doing? Okay, today I want to discuss the passive voice, Repeat this lesson once again. Why should we use the passive voice? So there are times when you don't want to say who did the action, right? You can use the passive when you want to change the focus of your sentence, And to understand the passive voice, I should first explain the active voice, okay? For instance, Jennifer lost the keys. Jennifer is the subject. Lost is the verb, and the keys is the object, right? And but you already know it looks like this, right? The active voice. The subject does the action, right, to the object. Jennifer lost the keys. Who? Jennifer, right? Now imagine that you know that somebody lost the keys, but you don't know who lost it yet. Who did it? The keys were lost, right? The keys were lost. Where are the keys? The keys were lost by somebody, By Jennifer, we don't know exactly, right? Now the subject is the keys, right? And we don't have the object. The keys were lost. We just know that the keys were lost, and that's all. And the only situation is to use the passive voice, In this case, because we don't know who lost this keys, right? But sometimes we use the passive voice when we are rather interested in the object of the sentence, than in the subject, than the subject. Here is more important the subject, right? The keys were lost by Jennifer, The keys were lost. Главное место здесь занимает слово «ключи». Не тот факт, что Дженнифер потеряла ключи, а то, что ключи были потеряны. Именно интонация, your intonation. The keys were lost by Jennifer. Jennifer lost the keys, and the keys were lost by Jennifer, right? Now, the only solution in this situation, is to use the passive voice, Now, some really common passive expressions that you already know, right? Okay. Russian sentence. Я родился в 1989 году. Check out my pronunciation. Я родился в 1989 году. And the verb to born, Can you translate this sentence into English? Я родился в 1989 году. My mother bore me in 1989. Can we say my mother bore me in 1989? Can we use the active voice? Now I translate this sentence from Russian to English using the active voice. You can see that it's impossible, absolutely impossible to use the active voice in this case, The perfect example, because it's only one solution to say Я родился, I was born in 1989. That's why it's impossible to use the active voice, Only, never, no. Only passive voice. I was born in 1989. So if you want to say something like Я родился в 1989 году, you just have to use I was born, the passive voice form, right? The evidence that this one, the passive voice is necessary, sometimes. Now, these common expressions, yeah, like this. Let's read. The Lord of the Rings was written by John Tolkien. Terminator, the second movie, Terminator 2, was directed by James Cameron. And Crimea River was sung by Justin Timberlake. Yeah? Here, pay attention that the objects are John Tolkien, James Cameron, and Justin Timberlake. The agents or the objects, yeah? And we have to use preposition by with these agents. By John Tolkien, by James Cameron, by Justin Timberlake. Just remember this rule. Using the preposition by with the agents or with objects, right? In the passive voice. Okay, now the structure of the passive voice. We use the verb to be plus the verb in the third form, yeah? Or participle to. Like sing, sang, sung. Sung, pел, да, is the participle to, right? And how do we form present simple passive? Present simple passive. We use am, is, are, yeah, the verb to be, and past and present simple plus participle 3. For example, and don't forget about irregular verbs, right? You just have to remember some forms of the verbs, yeah? The house is cleaned once a week. The house is clean, yeah? The verb to be in present simple plus participle 2, third form of the verb. The house is clean. The meaning of this sentence in Russian, I'm explaining. The house is clean. В доме убираются. Не дом убирает сам себя, да? В доме убираются. Один раз в неделю. The house is clean once a week. То есть в нем убирались на прошлой неделе, на позапрошлой, на этой неделе уберутся и на следующей тоже, да? It's just the present simple. You know the rule of using present simple, right? The house is clean once a week. Это повторяется каждую неделю. Сейчас, в прошлом, сейчас и в будущем будет, правильно? Окей, это незаконченное действие. The difference between present simple passive and past simple passive. We use the verb to be in passive voice, past simple passive, yeah? We use the verb to be in past simple plus participle to, right? For instance, the house was cleaned once a week. В доме убирались раз в неделю. Да? Это происходило в прошлом. Там тоже убирались, да? Месяц назад убирались каждую неделю. Неделю назад убирались каждую неделю, for example. Но сейчас это уже не происходит, это законченное действие. Когда-то в прошлом это происходило, да? The house was cleaned once a week. В доме убирались раз в неделю. And present simple passive, в доме убираются каждую неделю. То есть это действие происходит и в настоящее время. Okay. Now, let's translate some sentences from Russian to English. Книга была напечатана в мае. Книга была напечатана. Past simple, passive voice, right? The book, yeah, we know. Not a book or the book, yeah. Мы знаем, что именно эта книга. Поэтому используем артикль the, yeah. But we can use an article a, yeah, indefinite. Книга была напечатана. The book was, yeah, it. Книга is it. It was print. Yeah? Here's my mistake. Была напечатана. The participle to of the word print is printed, right? The book was printed, yeah? Past simple, was printed in May. Контракт был подписан 2 дня назад. The contract был подписан. В прошлом, да? Past simple voice. Past simple passive. Was signed. The third form of this verb is signed. 2 days ago. The contract was signed 2 days ago. Тверь находится недалеко от Москвы. Тверь City находится. Не находился, а потом его уничтожили, да? Находится сейчас поныне. Тверь is located. Located, yeah? Third form. Недалеко, not far from Moscow, I guess. Tver is located, yeah? Present simple passive. Not far from Moscow. Много человеческих жизней было спасено. Check out my accent, yeah? Proper English accent. Много человеческих жизней было спасено. A lot of or many human lives or people lives, yeah? Or было. Много человеческих жизней isn't the singular, yeah? Plural. That's why we use were, not was. Were saved. Past simple passive. Were saved. Спасать, save. Yeah? This house, yeah, этот дом, был построен в 1880 году. This house was built in 1880, right? This house was built in 1880. Past simple. Okay. Now, let's review the right answers. The book was printed in May. Was printed. Past simple passive, right? The contract was signed 2 days ago. Was signed. Was plus participle 2. Был подписан. Past simple passive. Tver is located not far from Moscow. Is located, yeah? Находится. Even now, right now and even now, right? Current time. Много человеческих жизней было спасено. Many people's lives were saved. Yeah, было спасено. Plural, we use were, save. Save. Yeah. The third form. Number 5. Этот дом был построен в 1880 году. This house was built. Yeah. Был построен, was built. Singular, yeah. Was built. Built. The third form of the word built is built. In 1880. Okay. Let's review brief review of the structure of the formula of passive voice in present simple and past simple, yeah? How do we form present simple passive? We use am is are, the verb to be in present, and plus the third form of the verb, yeah? Like is cleaned, participle 2. The house is cleaned once a week. В доме убирается. Current time, yeah? How do we form past simple passive? Was were, the verb to be, the passive in the past plus the verb in the third form participle 2. The house was cleaned once a week. В доме убирались когда-то там, да. Убирались раз в неделю. And in present simple, the house is cleaned once a week. То есть в доме убираются. На прошлой неделе убирались, на этой неделе убираются и, скорее всего, на следующей неделе тоже будут убираться, да? Okay, the lesson is over. Our class is over. Miss you so much. Be careful. Don't forget about quarantine, about corona time. Bye-bye. Miss you so much.